You know, I don't think Svettius Sanctum's good in draft. Just gonna go right out and say it. I do not think that that is good. War Wagon, however, is very good. Clan Barracks can be good, but man, you really gotta lean into Scout. And it's expensive. Spiteful Strike also very strong. I do like Yeti. Razor Quill I think is a better twist unit, and Test Pilot is better than both of those. Erictodon and Duelist are fine. Salamander's decent. This is kind of a polarizing card. I feel like people either love it or hate it. I think it's pretty good. Owlet, not good. Stampede, not good. So I mean, this is just not good, right? Like, when are you ever gonna have enough to like actually get decent tokens? I feel like it's got to be War Wagon here. Sanctum's not good and constructed? I don't know about that. Strike versus War Wagon? Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good point, my name is Eli. Like, they're both really strong. I think because, well, I get the one downside, I guess, of War Wagon is that it is double justice, so it kind of forces us into justice. But I mean, we'll try to stay open. We don't necessarily have to force it if it's not there in future packs. Strike is sweet. I will not deny, but I think of the two, I think War Wagon's a little bit better. Yeah, I think Sanctum's a trap too, Lightside Dan. I think you're right. Yeah, you think that's fair? It's just like, yeah, Strike is good, but especially as a first pick, I think you probably will want to go War Wagon. Like, if we were heavy in Shadow, we maybe would go Strike here, but let's take the War Wagon. Crashing Avalanche. Yeah, I don't think we want to do that. Double Justice into double Primal, probably not the best idea. Isolate I have seen be very good. I've been blown out by it plenty of times. I've also seen it be a complete dead card in my hand. Streets of Flame is very good. And probably should be the pick here, actually. Crasher's fine. Erictodon's pretty good. Curator is okay in a spell deck. Blade Barrier would be good in an armor deck, of course. Spitter I just have never found to be good. And Missionary, obviously not really that good. Vicious Rumors, no. Good Idea, I guess, is worth mentioning. It can be a really fun card, but I don't think it's great by any means. I think it's got to just be Streets of Flame here. Not losing to a deck that does nothing on turn 6 and runs no units. I mean, you could. If they have the right amount of interaction, they can get there. Justice is deeper in common, so I agree with the pack one, pick one. Yeah, good. Well, I'm glad you agree. Yeah, and I also agree with that. Justice is much deeper in commons for sure. And like, maybe we should pick on color again and take a Justice card here. Like, maybe we should go Isolate. I just think Streets of Flame is so very good that we probably should just take that. There's an uncommon taken here, which maybe could have been a cannon, potentially. Ended 7-1, couple of really good games in there. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Your deck was pretty bananas. I just think Streets of Flame is going to be good more often than I think Isolate will be, so we're going to take that. Yeah, I mean, I actually need one of these for my collection. Mining Team and Spellstrike Sorceress as on-color cards are not great. Call to Arms, I guess, is fine. Not really loving this pack too much. I guess we take the Mining Team. I guess we don't necessarily need to lock ourselves into these colors yet. Like, we could take the Spiteful Strike. Or the Behemoth, even. I think both those are better than any of the actual on-color things, but we're not necessarily locked into anything yet. One was a Mold of 6 where I didn't have a play before turn 4 in any of the 3 hands I looked at, which is sad. That is sad. That's unfortunate. That sounds like most of the games in my last draft. Oh yeah, definitely Cherry Axe, because we saw how strong it was. You're never going to let me live that down, are you, Royalty? It's fair though. I mean, it looked really bad in that game, or that draft, I guess. So, man, I don't know what to pick here. Probably Behemoth actually, because Combrei is pretty good. We don't necessarily feel too bad about having picked Streets of Flame and not ending up with it if we do end up in Combrei. I just don't think any of the on-color cards, on-color, since we're super early still, so it's not really worth calling anything on-color necessarily, but I think Behemoth is so strong, we should just pick it up here. It's another Streets of Flame. Bulbous Humbug is pretty sweet too. High Alert is great. Duelist is pretty good. We could end up Praxis even. It looks like Justice is slightly getting cut, although maybe it's a little early to tell that. I don't hate taking another Streets of Flame here. Duelist is also decent. And Humbug, I think honestly, like in a vacuum, Humbug is probably the best card in the pack. Just because it's really good at fixing. The stats aren't great, I'll admit that, but if you have any twist support whatsoever, it becomes really strong. And it's, yeah, one of the few pieces of fixing available. But I could see Humbug, High Alert, Duelist, or Streets of Flame as a pick here. Certainly not Seal of Devotion, of course. Did we just get 2 in a row of those? We did. It's never the pick, but it's so baller to warp Seal of Devotion on turn 1 in draft. Yeah, that would be definitely super baller, but yeah, you gotta be lucky enough to have enough playables for one faction to make that work, of course. Man, I honestly like all 4 of these cards, and I really don't know which one's best. I think because by itself Humbug is the best of the lot in my mind, I think we're gonna go with that, but I'm probably gonna regret it. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, maybe we're going Combrei. We got a second War Wagon, we got a Retribution. Coin, I think of the 2 of those, we would take one of those, not the coin here. Devotee is also very good. I honestly don't hate taking the second War Wagon, but Retribution is so strong and they're picked so highly that we probably should just go with that. But the fact that it got to pick 5 maybe means that Justice is very open, and it's just been weird in the last couple packs. Also kind of sweet that that draft put me in a Masters and ended me up at number 39. Oh, nice. That's awesome, Missing Matter. Congrats, man. You like Retribution? Yeah, I think so too. I mean, a second War Wagon, like I said, would be pretty sweet. And Devotee is pretty good too, but you don't see these often enough, and it's the best removal in the format by quite a large margin in my mind. Hey, my name is Eli. Thank you so much for that follow, man. Really appreciate that. So it's either Phase Out or Sorceress here. I'm not really liking either one, honestly. We could maybe take the Praxis Insignia to help us splash the Streets of Flame. And I'm not mad about that either. I actually think I like that better than Sorceress or Phase Out here. Because neither one of those seems super good. Need more draft content? Absolutely. Yeah, I've been drafting quite a bit recently trying to get Master, because I hit Master in Constructed super early. And I'm also heavily addicted to Draft now. It's like kind of edging out Constructed as my favorite format, which I never thought I would say, but man, it's just so much fun. Best removal in the format is Heretic's Cannon. Clears the opponent's board when they die. Yeah, I mean, it's just the best interaction in the game. I agree. It's because it just ends the game on the spot most of the time, unless they have exactly an answer for it on the turn you play it. That's the only time it's not. Yeah, for me, I'm not sad about losing out on either one of these. We're just going to take the Insignia. Draft best format? I agree. That's where I'm at now. Clears the opponent's board and they die. Yeah, it is a ridiculous card, 100%. Haven't hit Masters and Constructed. Occasionally play it, move up a bit, and decide I hate it and stop, so I don't go that fast. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, if you love Draft, it makes sense. Hey, Jaglis, thank you so much for that sub, man. 2 months in a row. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And howdy to you. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate that. And I hope you're doing well tonight. Good to see you, man. So in this pack, I think it's probably just coin. Mute is okay and all, but coin is pretty sweet, so we're just gonna take that. Wow, yeah, Combrei seems pretty open. Hylert and coin are sweet. Sorceress, meh. Second Behemoth, yes please. Yeah, Curator's fine. I mean, I think I like it better than Short Sword. Okay, we'll put the outdraw in. I'm not sure we're gonna play it, but it's not the end of the world having it here. You guys want to splash for Infernus? Oh my. Why is that in the curated packs? I honestly want to know. Good to see you too. Just finished watching the first Lord of the Rings with my wife who's never seen it before. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad that you got her to watch it, because that's something that you have to watch at least once. That series is amazing. Yeah, curated packs. That's the answer. Oh my. I mean, sure, we should probably look at the rest of the pack first. Oh, there's a Plate of Goliath and some other jank. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. I mean, the Herbalist is really good, actually. Especially if we do maybe want to splash the Streets of Flame. I'm not convinced we do. But the Plate of Goliath is a really good top end. And then, yeah, the rest is pretty bad. Refresh can be good if we're twisting, which Humbug fits the bill there, but I don't think it's a good first pick here. And Plate of Goliath, again, it's just a straight up bomb. Like, curving Corrupted Behemoth into Plate of Goliath seems pretty nasty. So I kind of feel like that's the pick here. Weaponsmith, we have 0 weapons, so no thanks. Militant, same reason. I think, yeah, it's between Goliath and Herbalist, and because it's such a legit bomb, and you kind of need those, I think we go Goliath here. Just barely got her to watch Star Wars last year? Oh my gosh, Jaglis. Your wife really needs to step up her movie game. That's crazy. There are some playables there, but Plate of Goliath's just really good. Yeah, I agree. There are fire decks I've drafted that I'd run in for Edison, I think. Didn't realize it was in the curated packs. I mean, I guess if you're like really, really hard in fire, maybe. Because like it's super good on turn 1 and could close out a game late, but man, just doesn't seem like a card you want most of the time. Probably pick Herbalist there to stay open, but Goliath is sweet too. Has coin. You mean this coin? We do have that one coin. Yeah, I think it's Goliath. I mean, Herbalist probably is the adult pick, I would say, but Goliath is strong for sure. Goliath pick easy, yeah. Khajiit has wares. Yeah, I think we're going Goliath here. Ooh, what's this do? It's the enemy player. Top card of your deck gets warped this turn. Oh, that's a card, is what I will say about that. Sorengard is a reasonable 2-drop. Recruit is a good 4-drop. Sentinel is a pretty good 5-drop, although we have 2 already, so I'm not sure we want to lean that heavily into it. And we have 0 2-drops so far, so I think it's got to be Sorengard here. You think Rika's good? Had Rika in my draft recently, only drew her once. She got fall shorted. Yeah, that sounds about right. It just seems really hard to connect with her in draft. Like, how do you get in with a 1/5 in draft on turn 3? Like, it just seems next to impossible unless you have a ton of interaction to like tempo them out. I feel like that's never gonna actually hit. And even if you do, if you've used some kind of like spell or tempo play to open up the way, then the thing having warp on top this turn doesn't really mean anything because you can't play it. So yeah, it seems pretty bad if you ask me. I think it could be good, but it doesn't seem great. Probably is going to be real good, but getting rid of removal is also fine. I guess that's also true, yeah. Oh, you had Venom Fang. Well, yeah, I guess putting Venom Fang on her makes a difference. And I guess maybe if you can give her Overwhelm. So, okay. She's not as bad as I initially thought, now that I'm thinking about it. But I still don't think she's good. Maybe if it had Charge. Yeah, that's a good point, Skinny. That would be sweet. Yeah, I think you're right, It's me. It's definitely not as bad as I thought it was at first, but I don't think it's... really good might be stretching it. Good. I think you could say good, not really good. Yeah, the only Overwhelm trick only costs 2. That's a good point. Don't love Sword and Guard, but agree with you we need 2s and it's not bad. Yeah, exactly. And like, it's certainly better than Spell Sword in our deck. And we don't need another 5-drop. We don't need Envelop. I think it's better than Copper Hell Recruit. We're going to take the Sword and Guard. If we were in Fire, I would consider Rika, but yeah, just not worth it for us. Crown Watch Standard is disgustingly good. Amana is okay. We realistically only have 1 spell so far, though, if we're going to stick to Combrei. We should take the Aerial Battle, definitely, though, because it's just, man, so good. Oof. Man, that's good. No, we're going to go... I'm kidding, of course, and we're going Crown Watch Standard for sure. Ooh, Throne Warden. That... I mean, yeah, the 5-drop argument still stands, but Throne Warden is really good. 4/4 Aegis for 5, gives you 4 armor, so essentially gains you 4 life, and if you have weapons, which we may find, like a Mithril Mace or something like that, and then it gets just even better. Porcelain Mask is fine if you find it on turn 2. Not a whole lot of relic synergy, so there's not a lot of reason to do so. The Overwhelm's nice, definitely, but I mean, both of our top end units already have Overwhelm, so that's not really that relevant. I think it's got to be Throne Warden here. Snag the Standard here. It's just way at the top of the list. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Creative Pack's been pretty solid so far. Yeah, it actually has not been horrible. 1/5 huge butt, and she draws power off your deck. That is true, It's me. If you draw power off Rika, it's really good. Yeah, I'm going to go Throne Warden for sure. I'm honestly kind of surprised it's gotten this far, but I guess Justice is decently open. Second Standard? This actually is a choice, though, between Second Standard and Detain. Because Detain's really good. I don't think we care about Excavation Assistant. I can see Detain or Standard. Detain's a really good trick. But I mean, Tactic is an amazing trick. And having 2 kind of maximizes our chances of finding at least 1. So I think I like the Standard a little bit better than Detain, although I will say Detain has been exceptionally good for me in this format, so I would not hate having it. Standard number 2, get in, yeah. I think that's right. I think it's strictly better than Detain. And hey, look at that, there's a Detain. And nothing else is relevant for us, so we'll just grab that. Hey, Mithril Mace. Remember when I talked about how good Throne Warden would be if we found a Mithril Mace? Boom. That's just prophetic right there. Well, Daze is the only relevant thing. Ooh. So yeah, definitely not Diplomat, but between Detain and Soldier, I think because we don't have 2-drops, we should take Soldier. It's one of the better ones, so I think it's pretty good. Standard's far better. Yeah, I agree. Could have had double aerial battle. Yeah. Oh man, we missed our chance. Soldier's fine. Yeah. Detain's fine filler. Standard's premium. Yeah, that is true. Hey, what's up, Ben Grasher? How you doing? Good to see you, man. Oh, and I still have those drafts coming. I need to actually get those out of my stream VODs. I still haven't actually done that. I've been a bad boy. But yeah, I think we take Soldier here. Certainly better than another Detain. Fall Short's not fantastic, but it's definitely better than Reality Shift. I think we'll keep Deputy in the pool, actually. Ooh, Wormstone, eh? No problem, that is annoying to do. Yeah, yeah, especially, like, for me, it makes sense to do out of my own, but for you to have to do them out of somebody else's, yeah, I can imagine that's not fun. Honored to be recognized? Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, I've only listened to like the last 4 or 5 episodes of the podcast, but I've really enjoyed it. And your name comes up a lot in it, so that is definitely how I recognize it. Honestly, I think the Wormstone's pretty good here. Like, we're gonna find more spells, and Wormstone can be really, really strong. 7/7 is scary. Like, Vorlunk is fine. Training Ground, I think, would be fine if we already had the Wormstone and nothing else here. But yeah, I think it's Wormstone. I would much rather have Wormstone as the 4-drop than the Vorlunk here. And we have 2 Curators, so we kind of want to prioritize spells a little bit if we can help it. So let's go ahead and grab the Wormstone here. Wish Waystone worked on replays. Oh man, that would be so sweet. I would love that. God, that would make it so much easier. Man, Unlock Potential is a decent one, but Ceremonial Mask is premium weapon. That's telling me that either there was just a really busted rare, well, not but a busted rare or legend, or Justice is open, which it seems like Justice has been pretty open. But yeah, Mask is just fantastic. Seems like an easy pick. I think I'd rather have Amanara than the Militant of those two. Certainly don't want a Reality Shift. It's a card, I guess you can say. Refresh is actually pretty sweet though. Bulbous Humbug, Corrupted Behemoth, and gives us another spell to activate Wormstone. Not to mention it's just a pretty good trick. I think I like that better than a second Mace. We don't have a ton of 3-drops. So I mean, Amanara would be good, but I think, again, since we have the Twisty Dudes, and we want good spells, and that kind of fits both those bills, I think we take the Refresh here. Between Militant and Refresh, in my opinion, Amanara is below for me with the weapons. Yeah, I mean, I think Amanara is good because the Free Scout is nice if you play a spell. But I kind of agree. I think probably between, I actually honestly think between Mace and Refresh over Militant. I mean, Militant is decent, but we only have the 2 weapons so far. So, it's not going to be that great most of the time. But I think for me it's Refresh, just because of all our twist action. There's another Refresh. I mean, Stinging Wind, it's not impressive to me. I wish I could just be a 3/3 flyer for 4. I don't really understand the weirdness of that card. I think we could probably safely say we're not going to Splash Fire at this point. I guess we'll leave it in for now. But we should assume we only have 5 spells at the moment, so I think a second Refresh would be pretty nice here. I mean, Bite is decent. It's like sort of interaction. It certainly can be. It's nice that it's a fast spell. Pack Hunt, not impressive. Paladin, Stinging Wind, pretty meh. Deputy, again, not great. And Hook is okay, I guess. It's just, yeah. None of this is really that great. I think Refresh is probably the best card, honestly. Amanara tends to show up later, too. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Stinging Wind dodges your area battles. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what we need it for. Got him. We're going to take the Refresh. Oh, man. Dispel is solid. Sharpen Reflex also very good, especially if we find like a what is that guy called? The 3/3 for 3. Some kind of paladin. I can't remember the name. You know what I'm talking about though. I think it's between Dispel and Reflex. I mean, Recruit is okay, and we are gonna need units, but I mean the spells to make Wormstone better are gonna make us happy, I think. And we'll find some units. So I guess the question is, what do we find more valuable? Permanent buff and Scout, or Silence that replaces itself? And I think it's probably Dispel here. Getting to draw a new card with it is sweet, and Silencing can be super strong. Reflex is good, definitely, but I think I like the Dispel slightly better here. We're gonna put the Grit in the pool. Whoa. That's lots of Justices. So I mean, Lingering Influence, it's another spell, right? But we are getting to the point where we do need units pretty badly. We only have 10. And Recruit's a really good blocker. All of our 4-drops are essentially just blockers at this point, but I feel like we're going to do better with another unit than with the Lingering Influence here. And Downfall is so situational, it's just, it never really feels that good unless you're just killing something huge, which then it obviously does feel good, but I think the Recruit's what we want here. So we're just going to grab that. Hey, Bright Mace Paladin, that's what I was talking about. So now it's unfortunate we didn't draw the Sharpen Reflex, of course. But this is just good by itself, and we may find other ways to buff it. These two are fine too, but we need units, and Bright Mace is pretty good. I think I like Soaring Guard over Diplomat again. Soaring Guard number 3, maybe a few too many Soaring Guards here, but they're units. Ooh, that's a super late soldier, I like that. Intermite seems pretty great. Arcanum Elite also very good for our twist stuff. What else are we looking at here? Expedition Leader is god-awful for us. We have 1 shift unit, so it's basically going to do nothing. Blink is okay. I think if we're going to pick a 3-drop spell here, it's going to be Intermite, though. And certainly do not need a 3rd Curator. So I think it's between Intermite and Arcanum Elite, although what do we have in terms of interaction? Detain, Daze, Fall Short, Dispel, Ret. So not terrible, I guess. I think we are decidedly, whoops, decidedly not in fire now. Which is fine. I mean, I guess we could splash for it, I just don't think it's worth the lack, or the, I guess the downside of less consistency. Just don't think it's worth it here. I think since we want spells, we'll go Intermite. We do only have 7 so far, and it's pretty good. The Elite also pretty good, but I mean, we could like put this on a Bright Mace or Flyer, Behemoth even. It's just pretty solid overall, so I think we'll go Intermite. Whoa. Whoa. Well, I don't think Righteous Intent's going to be good for us, but man, I wish we were an armor deck, because that's an incredibly good thing to open if you're playing armor. It's got to be Steel Legion though, right? We already have 2 Behemoths, so we definitely don't need a 3rd, and Steel Legion is disgustingly good. Seems like an easy pick. Humbug number 2. Flash Grenade number 1. Certainly, again, don't want a 3rd Curator. The Humbug is pretty good. I mean, that's gonna help us get to these big things more quickly. And it's just a reasonable, like, you know, 2-1 for 3 after you twist it. I guess it makes it 2-1 for 5. Flyer is, it's not amazing, right? But if we're able to refresh on it, it's solid because we can just keep twisting. And it's decently cheap on the twist too, so I kind of like it. Flash Grenade is good, but I think we're going to see at least 1 late in these packs, so we're going to go Humbug here. Oh man. I wish we could take Even-Handed Golem, but it's obviously not good in our deck, so we're not even going to try. We would have to cut all these 3-drops, all these 5-drops that are fantastic. It's just, yeah, it's just never good in draft, unfortunately. Certainly my favorite card of the set. It's also not shiny, so like, it's just not the same. You gotta have the shine. Temporal Adept, meh. Not exciting. Torrid Test Pilot is very good. We have 1 flyer so far? I guess 3. Oh, no, we have a bunch of flyers, never mind. But it is a really good top-end flyer. Fletchia's Faithful is a premium 2-drop though, so it's between Faithful and Test Pilot for me. Think we want the Humbug? Yeah, that's where I'm at too. 5s are stupid deep at this point. Want to get there more reliably? Absolutely. Is a 2-2 for 2. Sometimes you just need another 2-drop. I said it's not where we are with this one. Yeah, that's exactly true. Like, it's... A 2-2 for 2 is fine, certainly, but... Like, you gotta think of it like... What's the upside of the 2-2 for 2? Like, with strangers, you get the upside of getting some influence. So, like, that's actually worth it to play the 2-2 for 2. In this case, it's literally just vanilla 2-2 for 2. And no upside whatsoever. Ever. So yeah, don't think it's worth it. So the main question is, do we want Toride Test Pilot or Svetius Faithful? And I think we want Faithful. We're probably going to cut at least one Soaring Guard. Faithful is just a really, really solid 2-drop. Although Test Pilot is a really solid 4-drop too. It's kind of tough actually. Consider Splash Withering. We actually could splash Withering Touch. Would be very good with Behemoth and Bulbous Humbug. I'm just not sure it's worth the splash. I do see your point though. It's super good for Twist. I just, at this point in the game, I'm not sure it's worth it. Because I think we had the opportunity for like a crest or something that would have been, I think there was a Shadow Time crest that we could have taken, but yeah, with exactly 0 fixing, well, I guess not exactly 0, right? We have the Humbug. So actually, it's not unreasonable to think we could splash it. I just think we'd rather have a Faithful or a Test Pilot here. You think Test Pilot? Yeah. Test Pilot's super strong, and we may not play all of these 4-drops. Like, we'll probably cut one Curator, most likely. It is a great trick, absolutely, it's me. I'm not disputing that at all. It's just, I don't know if the splash is worth it this late in the game. But I certainly agree. I've found Withering Touch to be very good in Twist decks, definitely. If we splash anything, it would be the Streets with the Insignia Humbug. Yes, I think so. Yeah, I think it's pretty loose if we try to splash anything else. And you're right, I mean, we did take the Insignia to hedge in case we want to play the fire stuff, which, if anything, it's Streets of Flame, but not sure that we need to do that either. But yeah, definitely between these two, and I think since we have a lot of 2-drops already, it's probably better to take Test Pilot here. Ooh. We got some good options here too. Twin Size solid, but Roosing Warhawk, super good. We have many 5-drops, that's an issue, but we have Humbug to help get us there. And I think we'll probably play 18 power if we can find the cuts for it. Arichtodon and Paladin are fine, Blink is okay. And Size pretty good, but I think I like the Warhawk here. Ooh, Tremor Shocker. That's a really good late Tremor Shocker. I think third Behemoth might be a bit greedy. And just like I said, we found a later Flash Grenade, and it's shiny, so like, we would have felt real bad if we had taken that non-shiny and then we see this guy. I think it's got to be Flash Grenade over third Behemoth. It's super greedy to go up to a 6th 5-drop. That's many 5-drops. You like the Arichtodon there? Don't really like the Tremor? Really? Huh. I found Tremor Shocker to be very good. Arichtodon is very good too though, so you guys are probably right about that, especially because our curve is really high. I just got excited and snapped it. Alright, seems like the consensus is I should have gone with Displaced Arichtodon, and I think you guys are right. I just got super excited there for no reason at all. But I think it's definitely Flash Grenade there. Man, we have seen like 18 Corrupted Behemoths. I guess we take it? Tremor's not close to Behemoth or your other 5s. Well, I mean, it is technically a 4-drop, so like we can curve Tremor Shocker into the 5-drops. So I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's pretty good. But you guys are right. I think Arichtodon was the better call there. Yeah, we do have enough fat, for sure. Not a low Mattyocre. See a ton of people taking it. We could be wrong. I mean, you know, I think... I love discussing picks like this. Like, I never would claim to be picking the right thing all the time. I do think in that situation specifically, it was probably the 2-drop, which basically doubles as a 1-drop. Tremor's a 4-drop like Wormstorm's a 4-drop. It's not. Well, yeah. I mean, I guess it's any shift that costs less is not technically its shift cost, but like, I'm just saying it's a 4-drop in that you play it on turn 4 most of the time, or you play it with 4 power most of the time. You almost never want to just play it as a 6/6 for 6. That's all I really meant by that. I guess we go Twin Sai over the 3rd Behemoth, or maybe we just go 3rd Behemoth. There's so many Behemoths. Maybe that's not such a bad thing, though. Really liked having those early bodies with Scout. Huge for making the decks tick. Yeah, absolutely. And that is something we lack, too, so I'm definitely regretting that pick. But beyond that, I feel like we picked pretty solidly. Technically cost 4. The more defensive mid-range you are, the less you can afford to invest for payoff later. Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you're way behind, it's really bad. And in that case, you hopefully can just play it for 6. Now we're just going to go Behemoth here. Coin is fine. I guess Heist, since it works with the Bright Mace. Paladin's pretty good 2-drop. Alright, so the Orichidon pick aside, I'm feeling pretty comfortable with what we've come up with here. Now for the cutting. So I feel like 3 Soaring Guard maybe is a little too many. We could cut one of those for sure. I do think we want to do 18 power, definitely. I think Heist is an easy cut, even though it does work with Bright Mace. We have a coin that works with that. And it's just not really that good. Yeah, you're definitely right about that, Ben. Like, I think it can be good when you play it on 4, but if you're behind, it's really not that great. Never playing Heist? Yeah, I agree. 19 probably with 2 standard? Oh, that's a good point. With the 2 depleted power, might be correct to go up that high. And we do have a pretty high curve with all these 5-drops. Only in really, really invested spell stack. For Heist? Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, we have basically a dozen 5-drops, I think is accurate. I feel comfortable cutting 1 Curator, because we don't have that many spells to make it good. Our interaction's also not amazing, to put it lightly. I don't think we need to go up to 20, that seems a little high. Do we have 10 5-drops? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Are you saying 5 plus? 5 plus, yeah, okay. Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we do. Yeah, it's a lot. I think we can get away with 18, maybe 19 if we're feeling it. I don't know if we need to go that high, though. Cut both Curators? Yeah, we could. I mean, it's a pretty good blocker, though. I think I'm okay keeping 1. And we do have 3 6s, that is true. Although I do like to count this one as a 4, but it is technically 6, so you're right about that. So we're currently at 32 non-power, so we need to cut at least 5. I think I'm okay playing 18 power in this deck, because the Humbug is going to help us there. Yeah, maybe we do just cut Curator, actually. Probably fine to keep 1, but it's not amazing. Probably should cut 1 Behemoth, even though it's pretty great. Oh, we don't want to cut Wormstone. That's super good. If we had Filtering, I'd agree with 19 to 20. Could be rough time without it. Yeah, I feel like... Yeah, if we had ways to, like, discard or put stuff on bottom, maybe, but yeah. Inconsistent fatty, and we have a lot of consistent fatties. Yeah, that's true. Roosting is also bad on D. I mean, it's not great on D, but it is a flyer, and we don't have a ton of those. It's one of the better ones. I mean, it ends up almost the same as a Steel Legion when you... I mean, obviously, it doesn't have endurance. And it is a 4/3, but it's close, and it effectively blocks the same way. But yeah, we need to cut, what, 4 more things? We should probably cut at least 1 behemoth. We could maybe cut the tremor shocker. That would bring the curve down a little bit. It's not a 4-3 when you're on defense. I mean, if you don't have a way to trigger the onslaught, yes, that's true. Which definitely makes it worse. I mean, I guess we could take out the Warhawk and just keep the 3rd behemoth. But maybe we should just cut both of those. Does 3 behemoths seem greedy? Probably also don't need 2 refresh. It is good on all these twist things, but maybe we just cut 1 refresh and 1 behemoth and call it good there. That's probably okay. And then I think we need 1 more cut and we should be good. Three and 4 is a big difference. Yeah, it is. Don't think 3 is greedy, but you played 4. Yeah. Hey, I mean, it's super good. I do really like this card. I do want to play 3 if we can keep them. I just don't know what we cut. I guess we could cut this Daze. It doesn't seem that good, even though we're low on interaction. Like, we have exactly Retribution and Fall Short as actual removal, and then pseudo removal and like Detain, Flash Grenade, and Dispel. It's not great. We also don't really have any ramp, but I mean, if we can guarantee we hit our power drops, we should be okay. Yeah, Daze definitely was a cut there. Dead Joker, for sure. Playing Stone over Behemoth is wrong. Yeah, but I want to play both. I think you're right about that. Like, if it's a choice between the two, I think it's Behemoth, but I want both. Yeah, you guys are definitely right. Like, yeah, if we were gonna cut down to a second one but keep the Wormstone, that would be wrong, for sure. But like I said, I want to keep both if we can help it. So maybe we just cut the Tremor Shocker. That makes me even more regret not having taken the Erictodon because we would have played it. But maybe that's the right call. We'll just cut this. And then add power. So that's 7 and 11. I think that's okay. We do need double time for the Goliath, but being able to fetch with the Humbug is going to be making it easier for us. And that's our only double time. We have a few double justice. Yeah, we have quite a few double justice, so I think I'm pretty comfortable with this split, actually. We could maybe go 10-8. Maybe that's a little better. But we have so much double justice. We have it on 3 here and here. We have a bunch of it on 5 and on 6. So I kind of do think this split is okay. Airmite is a very expensive finest hour. Yeah, that is true. It's one of our few tricks, though. I kind of feel like we do want it, and being able to further enable the Wormstone is probably where we want to be. If you're treating Stone and Tremor Shocker both as 4-drops, Stone's better. I could go to 7 time. But we're technically at 7 time right now. Oh, you're talking about sigils, yeah. Error on side with fixing. I'm not sure what you mean by that there. It's me. But yeah, we can definitely go up like this. So we have 8 sources and 10 sources. I think that's okay. We definitely need double justice early if we can help it, but not the end of the world. If you cut bad spell synergy cards, you can cut bad spells. That's true. I don't think this is a bad spell synergy card though. We cut the actual bad ones. The 4-drop dude, Curator. I don't think Wormstone's bad. I've found it to be pretty good, and it's always scary seeing it on the other side because you got to deal with the 7/7 eventually. Means the Humbug can get you Justice if you have time. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, I think this split is fine. And I mean, so if we cut the Inner Might, like what would we bring in its stead, right? Like Tremor Shocker? That's another card you don't like. We could bring in the Heist. Not really that good. Could bring in Soaring Guard. I don't think we need a third one. Roosting Warhawk, maybe? Like, maybe Warhawk is better than Inner Might? I could actually get behind that. But that brings our curve up. And this is technically a way to save a unit, sometimes. But we do only have 7 spells, so maybe we should cut that, actually. A power? Yeah, maybe. Humbug fixes, so more time is better. Fire over Inner. Yeah, I think that's probably a good call, actually. Bring in the Warhawk. I don't think we need a 19th power. We do have a lot of 5 drops for sure, and a couple 6 drops, but I think 18 power is plenty, especially with the Humbug. Like double Humbug. We do have double standard, that is true. So maybe we do need to go to 19? Maybe we just cut the Warhawk again and go to 19? Yeah. Alright. I think I can get behind that. Then we have 9 and 10. That seems fine. Yeah, 2 tactics of spells, that's true. Yeah, they are part of our spell count, but it also kind of takes them away from our power count to some extent, because if we see these after turn 5 and we need to get to 6, we're not going to get there. Do you like the cards you've drafted? Will be interesting to see how someone else plays them. Yeah, we'll see. I feel like this deck could be really good or horrible, so that's how I feel about every deck I draft, though. So I don't know if that says anything particularly about this one. That's just my main feeling. Like, seeing it on paper feels like it could be pretty good, but we're just gonna have to see how it plays out. We just gotta hope we get to our stuff late. I think having 19 power is gonna help with that for sure. You play way too defensive. Hey, I mean, different strokes for different folks, right? You have your own playstyle, and that's never a bad thing. I don't think we're playing that one. This isn't really much better. Alright. Please good 6? Oh boy. Well, we found 2 drops, but no Justice, so that's sketchy. In my side draft, I'll pretend Wormstone is a Justice Sigil. Okay, fair enough. Would be inclined to say I played too aggressive, but keeps winning, so I guess I might be playing the correct amount of aggressive. Yeah, I think so, and I think in this format, aggressive is good. Cannon on Platemaker? Oh man, that is disgusting, Extinction. I hope I don't queue into you. Yeah, 19 power sample hands, not great. Alright, thank you, deck. We needed that Justice very badly. I haven't played enough set 5 drafts without picking enough fixing, or picked enough Corrupted Behemoths then. Yeah, that's probably true. Which one would you have kept? It's me. The second one, maybe? Because I could probably see that. It's unfortunate, but we just gotta play this coin. Paladin. Alright, well that falls short. Just do it now so they can't do a thing with it. Either of the 2 7s? Okay. I mean, obviously, since we didn't find any Justice, it definitely would have been better. I guess the one with the Sea Legion probably was the best one.
Reporting in.
Hey, Humbug. Welcome, welcome. So we just really hope the Humbug does not die here. So we can twist it, and then we can dispel something, and then we can play our Behemoths. Behemoths? Behemi? I don't know what the... I think it's Behemoths. Oh, never mind. We'll just play Behemoth. Silencing these is exactly irrelevant, so certainly don't feel bad about not playing that here. So this means that they definitely have a high alert. They have 4 power open, they're swinging into a 4/6, so it's obviously high alert. That's actually the only thing it could be. So I think we take it and we just gain some life. Yeah, it's 100% high alert. Oh, never mind. It was reflex. Okay, well they bluffed us. All your stuff requires lots of power. Yeah, it's true. Getting to 5 makes us so likely to win in this deck. Yeah. Take it in double block or race. Yeah, I like taking it there because the chances were decently high. It was a high alert, so I think that's okay. And I think we can race with some twisting going on. Since we have Wormstone into Dispel, I think we're gonna Wormstone here. Are we? Maybe not. Let's just play another Behemoth, actually. Their plan was to 3-for-1 themselves? Yeah, I think so. So they have another Tantrum? Or something like that? I think no blocks again. They clearly have another trick.
The unknown awaits.
This costs 2 to ultimate? Yeah. Well, that would have been nice to silence, I guess. It's fine. And now we start the great twist inning. Do we twist again? I mean, they can double block this one. If we twist this one, they can't, or they can double block either one if we do that. So I think we twist this one because they are gonna double block. I think. Let me just get them with everything. Yep. I mean, we knew they were doing that, so it lets us get over 1 more damage than we would have if we had twisted 1 of each. And power, fantastic. Like, obviously not great to silence that, but we get to draw a card, and we get a 7/7. A Mug's a fine draw. They do have a trick, we know about that, but that's fine. Yep. That is fine. Because now they're gonna have to deal with this in some way. Three for one, always good, right? Yeah. Yeah, I guess a 1 for 3 is not great. A 3 for 1 is good. Ooh, man, we wish we had another Justice. I guess we can get it here. I guess we'll see. I mean, if they have a trick, they have a trick. They could have a Streets of Flame, maybe? No. Just jumping. Makes sense. Yep. We got there. Ugh. That's just not good. If they had blockers or remove the worm. Yeah, that's true. That is true. If we had 3 time sigils, I'd be fine with keeping this. But yeah, we just can't do it. This is fine. Unfortunate we've had to mold a 6 both games so far, but this one makes me feel pretty okay. Fall short, huh? Well, we'll save that. We're undefeated on mold a 6 at least. That's 100% true. You would have kept the second one? I don't think you can. I think we would have been in big trouble if we'd kept the second one. Because we would have had to luck into a third power. So we can fall short anything, right? But we probably want to fall short this thing eventually. I think we're just going to play Soaring Guard here. We don't have a 4-drop play here. Murderous Flock, okay. I think we can take that damage. Flash Grenade, well that's really good. So... I think we want to fall short this now, just in case they're able to give it flying. And it's their biggest thing right now. And we can utilize this Flash Grenade if we need to. Swinging with everything, okay. We double block that. And Flash Grenade. If they have some kind of trick, we'll be sad, I guess. Okay, we're sad. And we need to draw power, although we have many. And a fend off, wow, that's just rude. Alright, well this did not pan out. But they're pretty much out of action, so power please. Well, Humbug sort of counts, not really. But we're in a spot. We are in a spot. And we can bounce that. Playing 19, so 3 draws to hit 17 remaining, pretty good. Yeah, we just never did. It's crazy. Nice thing is we can do this, get a Justice, play the Justice, play the Paladin, and pass the turn. So we'll trade here, definitely. Down for or not. Boy, they have a lot of interaction. Are we just dead now? We have to, well, I guess we trade here, unfortunately. Chump this. Take 4. Yeah, this has not been good. Refresh isn't gonna do anything. We're just gonna die. If we had refreshed there, we would have stayed alive for one more turn, maybe, if they didn't have a unit. I'm really surprised they didn't swing with everything, because they would have killed us, but I will take it. Yeah, oops is right. And I wish we could play both of these. So we play Mithril Mace. We can kill this. Then we're at 2. Then we have to chump. That's not ideal. Guess we just play Behemoth, but then we still die. Yeah, I don't think there was a way to win here. We would still be at 2. We would be able to chump here, but then I think we still die. And we should have been dead anyway because they should have swung correctly. But yeah, that was bad. Hey, what's up, Barry Dan? How you doing? Weapon and not swing. Oh, yeah, I mean, we could have swung with the 4/4. It didn't really matter too much, though. I mean, maybe we could have survived another turn. At that point, I think we were just dead, though. And we shouldn't have had that turn anyway. They should have just swung with everything and we would have died, so... it didn't really matter too much. Man. This is a super risky hand, but if we keep it and we get to 3, we're going to be able to do everything we want, so I think we're going to. You're okay? Well, I'm doing pretty well. Thank you for asking. I think you were dead at that point. Yeah, exactly. We did need power, absolutely. Yeah, I'm keeping this one for you, it's me. If it works out, we'll be happy. We just need 1 power, and we have many of those, so hopefully it works. That Wormstone was power, yeah. That would be pretty good. We did find our power, though, thankfully. Keep this, power is your most likely draw. True. If you miss it, you miss it. This deck has not mulled well. That is also very true. And we drew 2 power, so there you go. It has worked. We have achieved. Nice guy streamer giving out the wins. They don't see stream title. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take this.
Stay alert.
Yeah, maybe that's my my next stream title. I like that, my Muzili. Nice guy streamer giving out the wins they don't see. Well, since we have a Retribution, the Wormstone is pretty appealing here. We're not under any pressure right now. So we're gonna go Wormstone. And we're not gonna block, so we're just gonna swing. And then next turn we can swing, we can hopefully Retribution something big. Worst case we'll just do Amana or the Flyer-ish. Yeah, that seems like a good Retribution target actually. And we also have the Detain left behind, although, it's not really that great in this spot. So I mean, that was a slower line than playing these things, but we now have a 7-drop, or a 7/7 rather, so I feel pretty good about it. I was inclined to pilot here, but the draw was pretty convincing with on the other line. Yeah, if we hadn't drawn the Retribution, I would have... Okay, I'm silencing this asshole. I would have been inclined to agree, but since we drew the Retribution, I think it was the right call. Twist first? Could have twisted and then Retribution? Oh, yeah, you're right. Oopsie. Yep, that is a fact. Chat, please remind me, if we end up winning this game, I need to unmute him and counter BM as hard as possible. So don't let me forget. Also, I hope he gets stuck on power forever, because he's a dick. Yeah, I missed a power trap because of that. That is accurate. Quicksilver Ooze, okay. Alright, we'll twist here. And play Test Pilot. I think we should probably hold him back here to block. We're so far behind, I don't think it's worth risking. Another Brightness. Behemoth. Alright, so we're gonna play Mask. We're gonna put it on this guy. Kill Bright Mace. I guess we get in for 6. It's fine. If they full swing, we'll lose the weapon, but we can make at least one trade here. Yep. So we'll bounce this one and trade here. Alright. Maybe we shouldn't have swung for 6 there, I don't know. I guess that was probably the right call. Hindsight, though. I think I'm contractually obliged to let you stay muted. I mean, we're going to counter BM as hard as possible if we get to that point. I think we get in so that that's not flying anymore. And we'll play Behemoth. Also, maybe should have killed this over the Bright Mace, although it would have been a lifesteal at that point, so maybe it's okay. Yeah, Behemoth. Oh, that's true, yeah. Behemoth does let us detain. Good call. Oh my. Alright. Oh, and that's a plate of Goliath. Well, when it's on top of the deck and you can play it, you kind of have to do it. I think we can get in for 2 here. I'm feeling pretty good about our position here. I mean, I don't love this 3-7 that can twist a million times, but playing that shifted, we kind of want to kill him before that comes off shift if we can help it. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. I like that a lot. So War Wagon shift 5, and then we can still do Crown Watch tactic. Hell yeah. The question is, do we put it on a flyer or do we put it on this? So if we War Wagon on a flyer, we have 3, that makes 6, this makes 9, so we don't have them dead there. If we put it here, they're gonna have to throw a lot of stuff in front of it, and then we probably still can do it. I think I like it on this guy. I think we just do those. And see if they block. I would assume so, but we'll see. Maybe they don't block enough when we get them. Oh yeah, Ace Base maybe would have been better. You're right. 7/5 overwhelm, draw a card. Yeah, absolutely. Oh really? You're just gonna let us win? Cool, thanks. Oh. I didn't get enough in, damn it. That was a lackluster counter BM, but at least we got there. Typical card game player, never enough value. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and we gained a ton of life. We were definitely gonna win there. Ooh, yeah, this is probably the best hand we've seen. Unfortunate we have to play this first. I guess we don't necessarily have to, but I would like to curve out, so I think it's fine to do so. And we have another one, so it's okay. We can also theoretically twist a lot because of Refresh, which is very nice. Although we probably want to refresh on a Behemoth versus the 1-2. Yeah, of course we draw Justice. Well, now I feel worse about playing the Crown Watch standard, but you know, you never can know. Ooh, that's getting silenced. We're gonna wait though. I want to draw at least 1 extra card off of it. I remember one of the Farming Eternal podcasts, there was a discussion about how long you wait to kill an Unraveling Fanatic. And I think we're going to wait at least 1 turn before we silence it. Actually, since we can keep twisting this, we're going to attack, because if they try to trade, we'll just refresh. It's the only thing we can do this turn anyway, so it works out for us. Yeah, I should have saved the tactic. It's unfortunate, but you never know. Never can, that's right. Is this a Mario Kart song? Is it? I'm not sure. Yeah, the attack with the 2-1 was very good here. So wait, this is 1? I think we can actually wait 1 more turn. And I think we're going to. So we're going to play the Seal Legion here. And we might as well get him with these fools. And then next turn, we're going to get that. Hey, the Green Ling! Thank you so much for that follow, man. Really appreciate that. Problem with not silencing is that you have a play next turn. Seal Legion. Yeah, true. But, I mean, now we have only these 2 things to do next turn. And, like, I guess maybe if there's a Behemoth on top will be sad, but... Hey, Ben Grasher, thank you so much for that follow, man. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it is Sarah Angel. That's such cool art, too. I love that card. Okay, yeah, we'll take it. Alright, so it is unfortunate that we can't test pilot here, but we do get to play our 2-drop. We silence that hoe, play our 2-drop, and we have many, many flyers crashing in. Ben only followed because I did? Yeah. Yes. Hey, I'll take a follow train, I don't mind. Yeah, we'll take that damage. Ooh, hello Retribution. Cool, so we could play Behemoth, but I think I like the swings. They're gonna block, that's fine. Hey, Haggis Turtle, thank you so much for that follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The follow train is on. Thank you guys so much, really appreciate that. And we'll just keep playing flyers, why not? I really wish we had a horn, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. It was actually somewhat likely. Nice. Wow, that's okay. That's a pretty lucky couple of rips off the top. Can we get a lucky rip off the top? I'd love that. Oh, we can. How about that? And we can twist one of these, probably this one. They could double block it, which is not ideal, but they can double block anything, so I think we're just gonna, oh, or they scoop, that also works. Seems really good. We got a 2-drop, we got a 3-drop, we do not need to use the standard here. All good things. Ooh, and a 4-drop? Sweet. Well, we can't play the 4-drop necessarily on turn 4, but that's okay.
Ignite.
Fire it up. It's not scary. Hey, Lead to Gold, thank you so much for that follow. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we gotta go a bug. And might as well swing. I don't care about trading here. We want to get on the front foot if we can. And next turn we can twist, play coin. I guess if we find a sigil we won't need to. Okay. So we twist, we get the time source. I guess since we have a fall short, we maybe should just leave that up here instead of doing the coin. Oh, that was a silly swing. Yeah, it's fine. Doesn't die, obviously, but it also doesn't get in. And I believe we fall short on the Amanara. I'm not swinging Amanara. Huh. But I think that's fine. We'll just no blocks. And then we're going to kill Amanara because we'll have the coin. Oh, never mind. We're going to kill Ooze. We'll have the coin to block the 3-1 going forward, so I think that's what we want to do. We also have the Minotaur, so that's a thing. Now we have Tactic to swing in and kill anything that blocks. Or just in the air. A Rictodon, not shifted, okay. Hey. You know, you guys are hating on Wormstone a lot tonight. I don't know if it was warranted. It's looking pretty dang good, if you ask me. Should we use it on defense? Nah, I don't think so. Let's just do it. We get a 7/7, we get to gain 5. Oh yeah. We are doing it. Might as well get him with the 7/7 as well. If they want to triple block, that's fine. Okay, sure. I mean, that's fine. We're still taking 7 here, so I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, we did have the weapon for ooze, but I didn't want them to twist at all. Let's do the weapon. We'll kill this one. Any other big guy would have just made the big guy without needing the tactic. Yeah, I guess that's true. Huh. Okay. Yeah, we'll just get him with the 7/7. Again, if they want to 3-for-1 themselves, I'm fine with that. I guess they could block with all 3 of these and it wouldn't be 3-for-1. Yeah, just jumping also is fine. Another big guy would have just made the big guy without needing the tactic. Huh. Yeah, I guess we could have saved it. I don't know. Gaining life there I think was fine, but maybe saving it for later is good too. I guess just to get the worm was the main reason I played it. Oh, I see what you're saying. We would be able to play it on a different unit other than the flyer and swing in. I see now. Yeah, that is a good point actually. I mean, I feel like we just swing with the 7/7, and if they do some blocking, we can clean up anything left behind. Yeah. So we killed this one. And clean it up. Interesting use of refresh, but hey, it's working, I guess. Vorlunk, okay, kills the weapon too, not bad. Behemoth, and we get to twist. At this point I think it's ace-base time. Maybe should have already been ace-base time really, but that's okay. Gunsmith deals 2 to us. Sigil, not great. Let's see. So they can double block it no matter if we twist or not. We can twist 3 times. If we twist 3 times, I can just block once, but then they're dead. So they have to double block it. So we're just gonna twist 3 times. So they have to double block here to not die, right? Oh, no, I guess I can bounce it. Yeah, that's a good point. Shit. Shit! Why am I so dumb? Should have waited next turn. That was really silly. I went through the thought process that was just fully incorrect there. That was really bad. Be careful to listen to Ben Grash's advice. It's purely data-driven and rational, and hence detrimental to embracing the jank. Yeah. Well, I guess just to replace it. Hey, there we go. That'll do the job over the next couple turns. Yeah, what's up, Mom? How you doing tonight? Oh, yeah, we'll take it. Yeah, we found our finisher. There you go. We found another finisher, a real one. Yeah, that's a training ground. Alright, sweet. So yeah, that was a massive punt. I should have waited one more turn on Behemoth so we could twist again. Look at that gap. I think we're at exactly 99. 2 losses dropped you 2 ranks? Jeez. Yeah, that part seems bad. Like if you don't improve at all with 3 wins in a row and then, or what was it? Was it 4 wins? Or 5 wins? And then losing 2 drops you 2 ranks? That seems wrong. You have to get on a serious streak to get back to top 3? Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I cannot wait to see the final results of the experiment, though. To see it all put together. Because there's clearly issues with the ranking system. So it'll be cool to see the conclusions from this. It does make sense that with an MMR rating you lose more, way more from a loss than you get from a win at the top. But it does seem overtuned. Yeah, like, it just seems... Like, yeah, it makes sense that you would lose more than you would... Like, lose more for losing than you would for winning. But, like, it seems extreme at that point. And obviously it's condensed at the top, right? But it still just seems wrong to me. So far I haven't seen the abnormal behavior in the ranking system. Well, that's good. If you're in Masters and winning 66% versus mostly Masters, you should be netting up. Yeah, exactly, and that doesn't seem to be the case, which is, I think, the main issue. Drop down to around 50 with the mum account. Could climb back again with a couple of good drafts. Well, that's good to hear. But I mean, that's also, I think, you know, a factor of the experiment as well, right? Because you're playing on 2 alternate accounts. And I think mainly on Johnny Two Chest, right? So that has to factor in somewhat to that part of it. Vishni is not that scary since they're only going to steal a 1-2 that we can't get back anyway. But obviously not ideal. It'll be really, really good to see the data. Yeah, I cannot wait. I'm excited for that. Die, Fang Spider. Sir. It's just rude. We have good ground blocks now. Kind of. Not really. And they're not gonna swing. Sweet. Hey, test pilot. Nice. Yeah, we'll play test pilot.
To the scores.
I don't even know if I will be able to reach the critical mass of drafts with the Johnny account. Yeah, maybe not. Oh, so you're saying you haven't seen... Were you just talking about the mum account, or are you saying you also aren't seeing it with the Johnny Two Chest account? And I guess, yeah, since you spread it across 3, maybe that is affecting that somewhat. Usually had all the on and off stream drafts combined on one account. Yeah, that's also a good point, yeah. So I guess you'd have to be also off stream drafting with Johnny Two Chest. So we can twist, and then we'll attack so we can retribution the Vishni. And we get our 7-7. I honestly forgot that we had played a Wormstone here, but I'm happy we did. We need to deal with the 1-1. I guess the Detain actually does the job. I think playing the other counts is probably a mistake if the goal is R1. I don't think the goal is R1. The goal is to confirm the suspicions of the draft system, the draft ranking system being skewed toward kind of not forcing you, but encouraging you to not draft as much, which seems odd. That doesn't seem like that should be the case, but it is. I think it's time to just full swing here. The high-ranked non-Johnny accounts. Yeah, I don't know, maybe the experiment, or another experiment could be, starting an alt account again, and then, since it'll have fresh MMR and not influenced by mum MMR, and then, just drafting a ton on that one, and just, use that account the whole month and see if the effect that has been shown as, drafting a lot hurting your rank, see if that actually shows up again. War Wagon on the flyer is pretty good. I mean, we're going to be racing, but we have Behemoths, so we should be able to race. Not to mention we could detain at some point. Could even just leave this guy back to block on a turn or so. That's what Mum is doing for the most part. Yeah, but he is also, like he said, playing with the other accounts as well, so that is sort of changing that a little bit, right? Yeah, let's twist. Go back up to 12. I kind of want to leave up detain, but we certainly get in for 8. Maybe we do leave up detain. I mean, the alternative is playing the 2-1, but I think I like leaving up detain here. Just in case anything crazy happens. Yeah, we're just gonna detain that. Yeah, the 2-1 was probably fine. I also think detain is fine. Just basically blank this turn. I think we... Did we twist twice? Yeah, because then we get at least a point of damage in if they block with the 4-6, and then they can't twist it to gain life. Yeah. Oh, or they double block it, that's also fine. Still get to kill that. We have 3 guaranteed next turn. Sure, it's fine. They're gonna be down to 0. Unless they have removal here. Oh. Thank you, Impending Doom, for giving us that win and putting us into Master. Sweet. I definitely got to ship that one, unfortunately. It would have been really good with a time source. It's another one of those risky hands. If we draw power, we're good. I think we will, though. We have 19. We should be okay. The goal of the experiment was to try to replicate the abnormal rank behavior, doing the off-stream drafts on the Mum account to see if I can get a decent finish. Yeah, exactly. Just as a side project. Nice. Games on both accounts are great for data. Yeah, also true. Okay, can we please drop power? Any old power will do. It doesn't even have to be Justice. Come on, deck. Angry Prophet. Okay. There's 19 power in this deck, I'd like to remind everyone. We're gonna be too far behind now. Fall short would be good, but I mean... does anyone think that I should have shipped that one? Like, I feel like... Obviously, it's looking horrible now, but... I feel like it was a keep because we have 19 power in the deck, so it should have been fine, but we're definitely gonna die now. I mean, I want to be able to fall short and play a unit. I think we're just going to have to pass here, fall short something, and detain another. Just to slow them down ever so slightly. I mull very aggressively. Well, I mean, I probably should have mulled there.
We must rise up!
Wormstone's my bane. I don't know, Wormstone's been pretty good. I mean, obviously it's not good here, but if they have interaction for your Humbug, you're not in good shape. It has to be Justice that you draw. Yeah, we did luck out that we drew Justice, but I think we're just dead anyway. Let's fall short this guy. And then I think we also detain just to limit the damage as much as we can. We're in a really tough spot though. I think we have to play the 2/2 drops. If we play this, they just exhaust it. They swing for 11 and we're dead. So we have to play both of these. They are just going to exhaust this, so we have to chump. But I guess we would trade here. But this actually gives us a chance to win. We would have been exactly dead if we had played the recruit. Was busy thinking about the ranking system, didn't see the openers. Ah, I see. Yeah. I mean, it didn't pan out when it should have. Oh god. No. Don't do this to me. I don't know why it does that randomly. It's weird. That was better than your play? Nice. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Okay, well, we're dead anyway, but we fought the good fight for being so screwed on power for so very long. There isn't any way to win here, right? We play Behemoth. We can do some blocking, but we just die. Yeah, unfortunate. But if we hadn't been stuck on power, even for one less turn, like if we were stuck on power for 2 turns, if we had been stuck on power for 1 turn, we would have won. Oh, I guess they had plenty of ways to kill us. This hand is pretty good, actually. I would love to not have to play the Crown Watch Standard, but we will if we have to. We'll hold it as long as we can, but
Let's see. A little bit of
we'll have to
this.
see what we. Ooh, excuse me. See what we draw here. All right, we're good. So we have the Humbug, so we will be completely fine. We can even swing with Humbug and refresh it, keep twisting. Should be good. Frost Elemental. Okay. We will swing. If they want to trade, that is fine. Their Humbug. Alright, Hook kills the Humbug, I guess. That's pretty unfortunate, actually. Still try to find the best lines to survive next time. Well, that's true. That's true. I mean, I don't think you should not try to find the right lines. I guess that is what it sounded like I was saying. I just meant that it really didn't matter what we did there. We were just dead no matter what. Hey, Daydream Wonder, thank you so much for that follow, man. Appreciate that. So we're gonna save this guy. I know it's not on a twist unit, but saving the guy is pretty good. And yeah, they can kill this one, but whatever. They still take a few damage. Unless they have another way to remove it. Okay. Yep, we'll take 3. Hey, there we go.
We protect the throne.
Well, if you slam the attack that quickly into an obvious death, we're not gonna be falling for that trick. I don't know what they would have had, but I think it was definitely right not to block there. Shifted War Wagon on a Steel Legion seems pretty phenomenal, if you ask me. Taking 10, I like that. They're gonna need something real good here. They didn't. Let's see. Well, we certainly swing. I think we swing with both. That's fine. Just doing some chumping, huh? Yeah, it's fine. I guess that's just a bounce, that's also fine. Yeah, we'll just play it. I was thinking maybe we hold it up to like gain 10 on the block. Doesn't seem that necessary. Got some kind of interaction, apparently. So this is just for an onslaught trigger by the looks. I think it's okay, I'll take it. Just in the off chance they have some kind of pump spell. I don't know what they would have in Elysian, but... Ah, it's a coin, okay. So they were intending to downpour, like get us to block with this, and then downpour and use the coin, and it didn't work, and we win the game. So we don't have a humbug. All we would do is play 2 soaring guards and a detain, maybe, and that's it. Yeah, that's a redraw. Ugh, I mean, having to play both Crown Watch standards seems really bad. And then we only play Steadfast Paladin. I think we keep it and we hope, but I don't know. I'm skeptical. Alright, well that was a good draw. We are gonna have to use 1 standard here. We'll just hope to draw something that will let us play these on curve.
The vault must be protected.
But that's not bad. Alright, we don't have a retribution target yet. This is a nice way to trigger Onslaught though. Best draw on the deck is power, yeah. I mean, so far it has been. Ooh, it looks like he's stuck on power, which is unfortunate. I mean, we're gonna play the Sigil. I think actually the correct play is the standard, but just in case we draw power next turn, we're gonna be happy to have not done that. Now we gotta, unfortunately. You never want to do that, but if you gotta do it, you gotta do it.
I will stand watch.
Faithful gets fall shorted. On like 90% of our turns, yep. Wanted to be sure of a play on the next turn. Yeah, absolutely. And of course, I mean, we drew power here, but we wouldn't have been able to play the Throne Warden here otherwise. I guess we could have just played Behemoth, but you know. Well, no, if we hadn't played it, we wouldn't have. We go Behemoth or Throne Warden. Kind of seems like 6 of one, half dozen of the other, really. I guess since we have the weapon, we'll play Warden first. I mean, we could have swung there. I don't think we care about retributioning that, and they're gonna block. I guess, well, it's always good to bluff though, right? There's a chance they don't block. Because they're scared of a trick or something. Yeah. No, you're right. You guys are right. You should always swing when there's... Because there's actually no consequence to swinging with this. So you're definitely right. Now we get to mask. I guess we give this guy the bonus. Kill that, and they cannot kill the weapon, so we'll just get in. They don't block, it's free. We're not likely to block with the 2-1. And if they want to, I don't know, isolation, it's fine. Yeah, that's a good point, yeah. Yeah, that last one was a more than reasonable turn, I would say. It was pretty solid. Yeah, I mean, we take 2, of course. Steel Legion, yeah. Oh, and giving a coin, nice. Well, we can retribution that. Ooh, spell's also good. Let's see. Oh, man, I love how Onslaught works. I love it so much. I really, really love it. I think it's one of the best mechanics I've ever seen. Only because this is happening currently. It's probably not actually the best mechanic, but man, it's sweet. Yeah, swinging into the 2-3, yep. A second reasonable turn, absolutely. Play this. Let's see. If we swing, it's fine, right? We will lose the weapon, but what are you gonna do? Come down to 3. Kill that. Oh, okay, sure. Pretty good, pretty good. I guess we could have played both of these. That's not super relevant. We're also gonna lose the weapon to this anyway, so it's fine. Yeah, losing it anyway next turn to the unblockable. That's unfortunate. Warlunk, okay.
Proud to serve.
Lose the weapon to the 3-3, yep, exactly right. Behemoth doing a bad Humbug impression? Yeah. Yeah, it is. We'd love a flyer. Really, any old flyer would be nice. Also, like a plated Goliath off the top would be amazing. As in, like, being on top of our deck. That's also fine. Militants, okay. That's not what that is. Okay. Well, we only have 9 more in the deck. We just need to find any flyer. Like, we're not really under threat of dying here.
Blink and you miss it.
There we go.
The throne awaits.
And I think we're just gonna hold this because we can get a unit off of it.
Rest and be well.
Okay. Jeez. Alright. Mace doesn't really help us here. Man. Yeah, that Behemoth's gonna do a lot of work. Guess we probably hide the weapon. We'll probably want to use it to kill Behemoth if we can. Also would love to find Steel Legion. Even another Soaring Guard would be fine. The twisty flyer dude would be sweet. Any flyer. Any flyer is welcome. Even plated Goliath would be fine, just because we can warp it. Yeah, twisting that a few times seems to make sense to me. Put him up to 11. Big. In bed? Huh? No? I know. Want to say hi to chat? Well, come up. Come on up, bub. Swinging with it? Really? I think they probably can, yeah. Because he's very loud. Yeah, everyone hears you, buddy. I think we block with both of these. What? They have to have some kind of pump spell, right? I think we're gonna block here too, just to be extra safe. Alright, so it was just a bluff, I guess. Yeah, that worked out for us. can you come up here and stop yelling at me? Oh my god. This cat, I swear. Alright, now we'll just play the mace and kill this thing, I guess. They do have some kind of trick. Dude, come up. Oh my god. If you guys haven't met Theo, or if you have, here's his obligatory camera time. Can't handle not being in the spotlight, so he's gotta. My wife just said he's worse than me in terms of needing attention. Alright, now he's just gonna mess with shit. Hold on one sec, guys. Get out of here. It looks like yours, my name's Eli. Nice. Congratulations on the Chocolate Empire cat. Let's see. Is there any good way to block this? I think here and here, other than just chump is fine. Maybe it's not worth it to save the weapon, actually. Yeah, it might have been bad. We do get rid of the Vorlunk though, so that was fine. It was a fine part of the equation there.
Link and your message.
Well, we are drawing infinite power. Should not be surprised. I think we kill a 2/2, I guess. It's fine. Still have some kind of trick. Oh, why didn't I just... Did I swing with this last turn? Why didn't I just put that in front of that? That's weird. Oh, it was Excavate, okay. Huh. Getting Entomancer. Have a flying blocker, I guess. Makes sense. Swings with everything to guarantee that the weapon is gone. That's fine though. Honestly, ah, 12 of our 19 in the top 30, or sorry, top 24. Or 13 of our 19. It's fantastic. Well, now we just lose, right? Very unfortunate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're not dead, but we're pretty dead. That's just super disappointing. Oh, okay. Behemoth sort of helps. You were voting Detain, yeah. Real mischief maker. Yeah, our cat is a real mischief maker also. Why not pick off a couple guys? With what? Good news, you can only draw 6 more power. That is good news. That is very good news. I will take that. We can also twist this 3 times next turn. Only that, sure. Stinging Wind, okay. Boy, well, that means we can twist again. Oh, I guess we'd have to swing first to be able to twist again, right? We also drew power, so I don't know if you guys noticed that. That was pretty cool. It was exactly what we were hoping for. So, I mean, if we swing, we can twist again, but it doesn't really do us any good, so I think we just pass. Took like 3 extra damage. Must have missed something. Turn we lost the weapon. Didn't block anything. Did something happen to prevent it? Nothing to prevent the blocking. I kind of forgot this guy had endurance, so I thought we could crack back, but we couldn't. And yeah, I mean, we're just dying to only drawing power, really. That's kind of the long and short of it. Which I guess was bound to happen in a 19 power deck, but it's just disappointing that 14 in the top. Well, I guess at this point it's not that unreasonable. In the top, what was that, 26? Is this dead? We can trade here. We take 5 guaranteed. Trade here, bounce this, take 7. I mean, it's just super unfortunate. So that was fun.